Hey, Arcane. Sorry, I'm just trying to share it to different people, the link. Yep, I see ya. Hi. I'll wait for some people to hop in. Then I'll probably start with the major update. To some people that had previously watched my channel, it will be a major update to them coming from my previous postings. Um, Mute myself. I'm just looking to see how do I do this. I'm such a dude. My channel, I want to see how many. Um, I still have 107 subscribers, and most of those were actually from a video where my buddy had given me a guitar, and I posted a short, like minute video, which I guess went viral, top 100 YouTube Shorts, and I didn't realize it until one morning. I had like 45,000 views overnight. So yeah, and that's where a lot of those subscribers probably came from. Before that, I think I had like maybe 13. Um, is the audio okay? Can you hear me? Am I mumbling? It's nice to see you two in here. Thanks for joining. Okay, thank you. You're awesome. Okay. Oh, okay. Bree saw that. Message her. Okay. Just you right now. Yeah. So, just for your knowledge, Arcane. Um, Previously, my channel, I'd started this channel way back when I decided to become Catholic. And it was a becoming Catholic vlog, whatever you call it. And then I can't even remember when the last update was from, but it was probably around when I switched. Well, probably just after started attending Byzantine Catholic services and stopped attending traditional Latin Rite Roman Catholic services. So, in a few minutes, I'll probably pick up probably right there. Just give a brief rundown of what's gone on since then and the future of the channel and what I hope to be able to do on the channel. Hey, Ryan, what up, buddy? Red Sensei. Huh. I don't even know how. I probably can't make mods yet, or I'd make both of you two mods right now. But yeah, if you're trying to figure out what the stream's about, Ryan, I am doing an update from since my last YouTube stream, probably over a year ago, easy. As well as I am gonna talk about what my plans are for the future of the channel. So I'm just waiting for a couple people possibly to pop on if they do, or YouTube algorithms to throw me into the mix and pop up on someone's screen, maybe, hopefully. How is your tattoo healing up, Ryan? Did it get any damage after the touch up? I know you rolled like 2 days after it was you went to class, I think. Switch up the pen here for a second. But yeah, Arcane Ryan is one of my martial arts buddies. He's the one in the videos I sent you, if you're wondering. Okay, yeah, take it easy with that tattoo, man. Appreciate you coming to the open mat and doing some drills with me and stuff, and working with me on short too. And also, thanks for paying for my drink, my protein shake. Gotta go get that protein shake after training. I think we would order the apple smash, which is kind of like Apple Jacks but with peanut butter. But I think the guy forgot to put the apples in. We both think he forgot to, but it's his life. Yep. But I have had it with the apples. It is good. So I'll probably it's on me next time I buy. Yeah, I just can't wait to this figure. I had it wrapped all day, so I'm going without it. I'm trying to give it so it makes it look. Yeah, I'm trying to straighten it. I'm trying. It doesn't go straight. But yeah, there's a lot of good protein shakes at that place. I prefer the PB&J one without the strawberry or just grape. I don't like them mixed together. Yeah, that was from. It's either from I was trying to resist a straight armbar, and I was just cross collar grabbing for my dear life, or it was when he was going for a rear naked choke. I was trying to dig in room to get air. I'd already had my head up over his leg, so I was in that clear to roll up, but he had cinched down a little bit, and I was starting to panic there. So I was wheezing like an old lady, like an old man. It's ridiculous. I'm so out of shape, but I still give it my all. Oh, how is he doing? Is he finally getting the angles on the short one? And yes, I do gotta pick my roles. I'm definitely gonna not just be one who rolls with anybody when I go back. When I go back the first couple of weeks, there'll probably be no rolling. I'll probably even just ask people to drill afterwards when it's time to roll. I know Big Chris, is always on the roll. I can't remember what his last name is. I always get the last names mixed up. Yeah, yeah. I gotta work on my posturing. He was the first person I actually couldn't posture myself and get him somewhat off of me inside control. So he's what you said he runs like 290. He struggles with the base and pivot on every foot transition. Okay. 280. Okay, yeah. Chris could be 280. I thought that was about right. He's cutting to get to that, ain't he? Try teaching him the straight back method. See if that works. The Little Dragons or whatever it was method. See if that can click with him for now. You can always go back and revisit it. I mean, if it's footing is the main. I mean, if it's you dealing with footing and the angles, the pivot, yeah, it's you're gonna have to isolate one and then work on the other. I think. Yeah, I remember. I think I had to learn it that way to teach someone. I literally remember Mrs. Perkins showing me how to do it one day in 5 minutes, just so I could teach someone at family class. And I love how the kids would do it backwards, and then they would run up and in ki rather than ki at the last thing and then run. Okay, we got someone else live with someone else just hopped in. I see. Hello, hello, hello. I see a third person joined us. This is going to be a major update live stream from probably the last time I posted live on here about probably close to a year ago. Um, just talk about what's going to go on since then and the future of the channel. So keep it simple today, not too crazy. Yeah. Yeah, one of the reasons I was a little bit late, I wanted to just I had to figure out how to get this going and had Vespers earlier. That ended like what I'd say 5:30. So, and then I'll probably play. I don't know what time I'll end up doing Compline tonight, but I usually try to do Compline around 9. That third person keeps on popping back and forth. I see them went and they came back. Feel free to say hi in the chat. Don't be a stranger. I understand if you can't say hi because you're watching at work, maybe you can't get your hands on the phone, but you're just listening in your ear. The joys of wireless earbuds now, being able to work on stuff at work. My dad had gotten my grandma's old um, iPod, but it was a little clip one, the EB Shuffle, and there wasn't enough songs on it for him to listen to while he's at working. So my mom had bought for like $20 an old phone off a friend just so my dad could use the Wi-Fi at work and listen to music, and it works for him. Keeps him going. Oh, the third person disappeared. 'Tis life of a streamer. People come and they go. I just gotta get used to it. I have bad attachment issues. Sorry, I was checking the chat, checking the Discord, Arcane. Seeing if anybody had commented. Okay, so I'm gonna get started. I'm gonna actually first see when the last video I posted on my channel was, just so we all know. That's short. 2 years ago. Okay, so yeah, 2 years ago was the last time I posted it. It was a quick thing. It was after Christmas. I had won on Christmas Day. Shinto Fightwear was giving away free jujitsu gi, and the guy who owns the company used to live in Michigan but moved out to Cali to train jujitsu, Muay Thai, and start his company. And he said once he saw that someone from Michigan had, entered, and there was only a couple other people, he said, "Okay, I'm just gonna give away two." And yes, the gi is super cool. I just so mad at myself for pinning it short and then having my mom hem it. And I told her to cut the excess off, which had I told her not to cut the excess off, I could have unhemmed it with a lot more. But once I get once I get my purple jujitsu gi I want to get, that will be probably my Kempo gi. And then before that, there was a quick live stream, probably a religious update. I'm not sure. But around the last time I was updating, I was probably either attending Lent masses or visiting Catholic masses. Since then, in February of 2022, I stopped attending Catholic services altogether and kind of started watching online LGBTQ inclusive Catholic services, like live streams. Around, and I can't remember the exact date, so which has gone on since then, around July, around about there. Well, probably around March, I came out as gender fluid. And then around July, I came out as transgender, male or female. My preferred name now is Marcy. My pronouns are she, her. I started HRT on November 17th. Okay, go eat, Ryan. Get your fuel for your body, man. So yeah, I started HRT on November 17th. So I've been on it a little over 2 months. Already feeling the effects of it. Especially, I went back to jujitsu training after a year of hiatus and had just recently, probably about a month prior, started HRT. So I quickly realized I needed a sports bra to contain the girls because they were getting beat up and they were sore. Other things like my lower leg strength. One day I was trying to do a sweep and I had my knee shield up. I rocked them back and I just could not kick their leg out. I had nothing. And it was like a 200 some pound person. So probably about 20 pounds heavier than me, I think they were. So yeah. I just can definitely tell the testosterone levels dropping has killed what used to be my strong point. My strong point was always my strong thighs, my strong legs, to hold a good strong guard. Um, but now it's changing. Um, Definitely gonna have to be more technical, drill a lot more. I'm clearing out right now that junk all behind there is gonna be where this desk is gonna be, which means I'm gonna have to do something with this door, the sliding door right here, because that's gonna be direct in line of sunlight if I'm streaming when it's really sunny out. It'll probably look like crap on the camera, so I'll probably have to get some curtains for that. Finally, up, I have the curtains. I just need to, and I have the hanger and everything. I just need to get the right screws and what do they call them? Wing nuts where it goes in and it opens so it holds into the drywall. So yeah, or I think there's a stud right there. I found I should be able to do a screw. But so there, I should be able to get a little couple mats in here, so me and Ryan can train in here and drill, and whoever I invite over can come drill. There'll be enough room for at least two people to do simple basic drilling and some basic self defenses, Kempo style. Yeah. So really not too much other than leaving the church. I did just start about a couple months ago. Start attending Episcopal Church, an inclusive Episcopal Church. They have welcomed me open arms as Marcy. They don't let me hide in the back. I mean, even in choir practice, which I joined the choir and I also altar serve there. I'm the sole altar server right now, which is a blessing. To be able to be up there in the Lord's altar again. I've served Latin masses, Byzantine Catholic masses, and now Episcopal masses. So um, be able to altar serve is great. And he even like one time I tried to sit back, like we sit in choir practice in the choir room in like a circle of old school kiddie desks. They're like really small. Us adults barely fit in them, and the pianos. But I tried sitting like in a second row of my own, and they made way for me to scoot up. So yeah, it's really nice. I'll be actually received into the Episcopal Church this Sunday when our bishop comes. So that will be very nice. Very nice to be received into the Episcopal Church and somewhere that's welcoming. Sad to see our pastor Terry, our pastor that I first met there, is leaving um, in April. She's moved out to a dual parish position in Arizona near her daughters and granddaughters. So we also have Father Helene, which I'm guessing is going to take over and do the services for the time being for Grace Episcopal, as he does it occasionally and a bunch of times. He also has his parish that meets their Mother of Our Savior, which is an Arabic Episcopal parish. So, from what I've heard from my spiritual director, who is a delegate for the General Convention for the Episcopals, it could be up to 2 years for a priest. And when we do find one, there's no guarantee that they could be LGBTQ inclusive, which is very unlikely, but there's always that one chance that you may get that one more conservative Episcopal priest. And I know of two here already in Michigan. Um, so, yeah. Yeah. So that's was upset. My great grandma passed away earlier last week. Was it Wednesday night? I found out Thursday morning. So just a lot of crazy. Last week was a horrible mess. I took off 2 days of work. I took off Monday and Friday from work because I was just a mental, emotional wreck. Look, I had already scheduled Saturday off because I was asked to be on a black belt panel for a Kaji school that I train at a couple hours away. But I had found enough Kaji Kembo instructors and black belts that my instructor didn't know about, kind of local or within a couple hour drive in the next state over, that he didn't need me anymore. So I just took that as a self care day. That night, I had a date with a girlfriend. I am married. I am poly. I thought about whether I should say that on here or not, but I don't care at this point. I'm not going to hide. But I had a date that night and it went well. And she stayed the night. She slept in a separate bed and she went to work on Sunday. I did stay home and watch mobile mass, as my wife calls it, but watch live stream mass that one day. That was the first time I missed mass in a little while. But Yep, we are now officially dating, me and this young lady. She's amazing, awesome. So glad to have that relationship. Um, yep, yep. I honestly just thought about it, and hopefully, no one in my wife's family sees this stream. But oh well, that will out my wife. I kind of just outed my wife actually. I didn't realize it. Oh shit. Hmm. I feel like a dick. Hmm. I don't know. I don't know if I should delete this stream now. I feel like a dick. Hmm. What do you think, Hurricane? I did not think about that before I said that. Hmm. Yeah, I might delete it and just redo the stream because she's not here right now. She went to the store. So, I mean, it is my full name. So if they look me, they can find her. Or if somehow her family came up, I don't know how it would, but hmm. I mean, most of her family probably could tell from her bringing her girlfriend to this last funeral. But I'll keep the stream up for now and ask wife when she gets home, I think. But I'm not going to let it bum my stream out. Nope. I'm just going to keep rambling on because I'm a rambling woman. So yeah, other than that, future of the stream. I mean, future of the my channel. Martial arts stuff I would like to be able to post or even possibly stream martial arts stuff. I'm not able to stream from my phone right now because I don't have enough followers or subscribers. I don't know. So, anything done martial arts wise, it's not at my home. Once I can clear this area out and get mats, may have to just be posted. Um, I love being interactive, but if I'm rolling or drilling or just sometimes I may just want to film it to post it to watch it myself later, or even 10 years, 15 years later down, if I get my black belt, I may want to watch that video. Who knows? Um, you have to go. Okie dokie. No problemo. I know you're busy. I know you were saying you had a busy day earlier. And I know you want to do something about that one thing, the Zoom board meeting that the one other, like, it was Lilith, jumped into. So yeah, go focus on that. Bye. Um, I'm gonna keep the stream going for a few then. Just keep it up and going even after you leave. Maybe somebody will hop in. Um, oh, okay. You're in there listening, small crab. Okay, thank you, buddy. Thank you, little buddy. I was wondering who that third that popped in and was. On my end, it's kept on showing 2-3, 2-3, 2-3. I knew Arcane and Ryan were in here, but so that one that's still there is you. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, gonna see if anybody is planning to hop on one of the Discord servers. See if it goes. I see the crab and the sunglasses face you just sent. Where was it? Promote yourself. Okay. Thank you for joining in, though, small crab. Though, thank you for joining in and watching. I appreciate it, buddy. Ooh, um, I'm gonna send the link to Mother Abigail, my spiritual director. She's pretty cool. Sorry, I'm hot messaging people trying to get them to hop on, spread the link. Um, I'm hoping Brianna Morningstar. I'm hoping they hop on. I sent them the link. Um, Wife is out shopping, so she's probably not gonna hop on. Yep. Yeah, I don't even know who else to send the link to. No, I'll send it to Sensei Gary, like one of my instructors. Um, I don't know many people. I mean, I do, but not like that, to where I would just send them a link for a stream. Um, First, shameless plug. RC Cola. It's cheap. Fago went up in price to like, I think it's like $1.59, $1.69 a 2 liter now. This is still 99 cents plus 10 cent deposit, so I drink my RC Cola. Keepers. Yep. So my room's gonna go in. This office is gonna undergo some renovations. Um, my body's gonna go in renovations. So yeah, hopefully this year, martial arts in the stream. Talking about maybe occasionally my religious life in the Episcopal Church and just what's going on there. I am considering down the road discerning a religious vocation. I did discern with a independent Catholic religious order sisters, and they said it was best to wait some time since I'm still early in the transition period. So down the road, I may discern with one of two orders I've gotten in touch with that have been very supportive in the Episcopal Church. One of which I'm hoping to go on a spiritual retreat. My first spiritual retreat, actually, in I'm hoping March. Get some money saving up. Oh, sorry, excuse me. Mainly just gonna be gas. I don't know if they're gonna want me to pay for to stay there. It doesn't seem like it. I planned on buying a bunch of groceries once I get there and cooking them at least one meal, doing what I can to help out around. The father, Rob, the Abbott, recently had a heart attack and pneumonia after he had a gallstone surgery. So I've been praying for his recovery. He was supposed to be back to ministry on yesterday, but he was supposed to be back St. Mass again yesterday was the plan initially when he went on a medical leave. But he was not saying Mass yesterday when I saw the live stream, so I'm hoping he's okay. Please pray for Father Rob Rhodes. Um, I think it's spelled almost the same way as Randy Rhodes. Very good priest. I've only chatted with him a little bit, but I've watched his live streams of his morning prayer and Mass, and it's very beautiful. They go very slow. They don't rush prayer. They don't speed talk, fast read, whatever you want to call it. They take their time and process every single word internally, which is beautiful. Um, I got that glare from this right on my. Oops, sorry. The glare from that. I don't know if it's. Yeah, it's the glare from the camera, I think. Glaring off my lens, my glasses. Yeah, it's. Yep. Oh well, I'm a new streamer. I'll get used to figuring out how to make everything look better, crisp, clean. I didn't shave, but camera on this Chromebook isn't that great, so it doesn't show too much of my beard. More the mustache. I don't think anybody else is gonna be a hopping on. Oh, you're good. You're good, buddy. You are good. You don't have to say anything in the chat if you don't want to. Just listen in. Right now, it says there's nobody in the stream. So if you're still listening, thank you, thank you, thank you. Because I've been talking, thinking nobody's been here for like the last probably 5 minutes. Because it says zero. Um, so thank you very much. If you do hear me, small crab. Hopefully, it's okay if I say that out loud. Um, I see you typing. Yay. Okay, so I thought everybody says it's never right. The number count is never right on YouTube. So yeah. And I'll keep rambling on, trying to think of something. So yeah. Later on tonight, when the wife gets back from grocery shopping, I'm making a little order from Amazon that I've been putting off for 2 weeks, probably. So I gave away my old Transflag button. So I am just the way I had recently came out. I had a crush on them and come find out they didn't have a crush on me. So oh well. But I'm getting, I don't know if you can see it, the Two Spirit Native American Transflag one. And I'm also going to get a new pansexual button. This is one I got, the where the hooks kind of go together. It's only hit one of the hooks, not both, so it keeps on popping off. It's literally fallen off on me like over a dozen times, at least a dozen in 1 week probably. So it's a square button, so I don't know if they just are. It's a different dye process. I don't know, but I'm gonna get a pansexual round one like that. And I still have my she/her one. I'm also getting it's a prayer book called well, two different ones. Common Prayer, a liturgy for ordinary radicals. That was suggested by my spiritual director. I'm getting that, as well as I've already been praying off of this just off my phone, off of a PDF file, but a 1979 book of Common Prayer, which is what my church uses mainly. Um, I don't know. I think they sometimes they might use a newer right. The newest one they might use right 3 or 4. I've seen even. I thought 79 only had 1 and 2 rights, so I'm not sure. So yeah, and then there's other things I want to order on my for later. A trans flag to hang in here somewhere. Probably along this back wall, since my wait, back wall in front of me. So the wall right in front of me, it's a long wall, which will be all open. So it's across from my altar. My altar, I'm going to get a rug for kind of in front of it. As you can see, I kind of have a little home prayer altar back there. A little bit you can see. It's dusty. I need to clean it up, but a lot of those icons will be hung up. So the altar will be able to be actually taken down is my goal. I want to be able to have it to where candlesticks and a couple of things up there, statues, a couple of candles maybe, incense, my sensor, so I can take it down easily if we want to for more mat space for training. Then there is a NSRV UE Holy Bible, which is a newer translation that my spiritual director suggested. And then down the road, I plan on getting it's called Animal. It's a supplement brand. They've been around for a long time. I want to say the 80s is when they really started getting steam, I think. They have just a basic vitamin. I'm gonna get that, as well as I'm thinking about getting the Animal Flex, which is their all-in-one joint compound joint supplement. Um, Either that or the Omega, because with my rheumatoid arthritis, they fixed my joints. And then with my fibromyalgia, that affects my nerves. For the rheumatoid arthritis, either or. I gotta look into the flex some more and see actually what's in it. If it's got omega 3 in it, then I won't need. But I don't think it's got omega 3 in it. I'm not seeing everything flex will. No, it does that. So I would still need omega 3. That's what I really. It's gonna be, I think, more important than any joint supplement. So I'll probably get their omega 1 and then their regular vitamin. Um, Probably get that after I get back into jujitsu again after this finger injury. So I can hopefully have at least my body, man, I don't want to say chemically, but like nutritionally, decent. I want to start eating better. I have already haven't really been eating too much junk food. I need to cut the pot back out. I cut it out for a little while, but I gave in over the holidays and started smoking again, actually, and then I went back to the vapes. And then I need to get off of this because I can't get on the pills or the shots estradiol until I'm off of nicotine. So, yeah, I want to still be in the patches, but at least the patches have worked with the jujitsu. They haven't came off when I did roll twice a week, and I think I rolled. That would have been Monday and a Wednesday. I rolled 1 week. I know for sure. No, yeah, 1 week I rolled Monday and Wednesday. I'm pretty sure, and it didn't come off. It was no worse off on Thursday when I changed out than it's been previously from multiple baths. So, um, yeah. So that would be definitely nice. My goal, if finger, a lot of things is martial arts wise, is finger permitting. Yes, my strong hand. There we go. um, my goal is June. There is a Michigan Sport Karate Circuit. I'm hoping to Marcy, me, will be making her debut. Well, I can't say her debut because I've competed open tournaments before, so it's not my debut, but it's a return for me. But Marcy's first time out, especially if she's going to possibly have to compete in the male categories. Um, it's really going to be a big thing for me going out there as a trans woman with no E, especially if I do decide to take the leap and spar against these young testosterone filled young bucks. Because it'll be 16 to 29, and I'm 29. So 16, 18 year olds against me. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be fun. And so this season is just going to be, I'm getting my feet wet and figuring out what I need to work on and what I need to crispen up on, improve. And then the next season, God willing, I'm going to go at it for the championship. At least whether it be men's or women's. I have talked to, and he's been very supportive, Mr. Richard Plowden, one of the promoters. He is going to chat with the other promoters of the event and see if, with proper blood work paperwork, if I could compete in the women's, which would be a blessing. But I've also looked at a lot of footage of from the last 2 years. The women's weapons and kata are a lot more technical. Some of those women are very good with what they do. Almost to the point where, like, some of those men, if they were to go up against women in an open, I don't know if they would hold their own in forms and weapons because these women are just the way they. I don't know if it's the way they see things or the way they learn things, but the movements are so crisp, so perfect, smooth, um, almost flawless performances. And I see that at the top level and even the bottom level of sport karate from a lot of females. I've been even in open tournaments myself back in Battle of Detroit when I was a teen. It was one time I got third, and it was 4 people competing in this category. And I got third, and 1 and 2 were women, and they deserved it. They did amazing. Um, Nice to see you, Sensei Gary. Nice to have you joining in. I don't know if you're still in I saw you hop in, and then the number went away. So I don't know if you're still there. Yes, I am Two Spirit. Um, yep, I Cherokee. So yeah, hopefully my next HRT appointment. One of the med if she still works there, I haven't seen her when I've gone there to clinic escort, but if she still works there, and she remembers she's supposed to be bringing me a ribbon skirt. She's going to gift me as my first ribbon skirt. It's traditional; your first ribbon skirt is gifted to you. Um, when she heard that I was going to go buy one, she's like, "No, I'll give you one. I make them." So she's actually on one of the same groups I'm on, the Ribbon Skirts Every Day group on Facebook. So yeah, what was I was talking about something for a second. You have to stop at the meats to get your pizza. Yay! Okay, sorry, I was listening to audio thing from wife. She's stopping in to get my pizza from Benito's. I was craving white sauce today, so yep. So yeah, sport karate, um, MSKC Mission Sport Karate Circuit. I'm hoping to at least get my feet wet this year, and then next year go all full force. As well as be training the Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. Right now, I decided when I go, it's school affiliation doesn't matter. They don't ever say, even at the banquet ceremony, they don't say what school you're from. It's just your name. So, but I'm going to be putting down Ki Karate Association and Guardian Martial Arts and Fitness. So, that's for you, Mr. Sensei Gary, aka Ki Karate. I love how you hopped on your Ki Karate YouTube page channel and not your own. I don't know if you have a personal one that's just you, but yeah. Yep. So yeah. Just trying to think of what else going on in my life, my journey. There was something I was talking about, and I totally lost my train of thought. I feel like. Um, I need to go get diagnosed. I'm pretty sure have borderline personality disorder. My short term memory is horrible. So yeah, I'm thinking that I might sign up to go do clinic escorting tomorrow. I'm not sure. I had to go to my mom's to do some review stuff for my SSI, but that's what I had to do. I had to respond to my therapist. Sorry, he messaged me because I need info. Sorry, give me 1 second. Yeah, he's saying my therapist saying he want just for me giving SSI his contact info, like his name, his business, whatnot, and he needs to do a release for it. I'm like, they're not gonna be contacting you. I'm not. What is there to talk about? Yeah, so that kind of upset me there. I'm like, Shamanda, we have to talk about this, do a release before I can do anything with this. You don't have to do anything, buddy. I just need to give him your info. That's everything. SSI just wants the info. The person literally glances, make sure it's all there, and then signs off. Oh, what upset me? Oh, my therapist had messaged me asking for. I'd asked for the name of the company he works to because I knew that name, but I just wanted to type out so I could copy paste it, send it to my mom easily in the address. And he said, just a reminder though that we have to talk about this and do a release before I can do anything with this. Thing is, he doesn't really need to do anything. I just need to give them his info. So If he wants to make me do a release and talk about it, there's nothing to talk about. I'll sign a release, but they're not going to contact him. They've never contacted anybody I've ever given SSI's number to. Like, given their number to SSI as like my therapist or my provider, they've never contacted them. They don't, because SSI sends you to their own therapist, or wait, not therapist, but psychiatrist. So if, like, after this they say, oh, maybe he doesn't need SSI, which I don't really get SSI. They cut my payments to nothing because they say my wife makes too much. So basically, all I'm getting on SSI right now is the Medicaid, which is a huge blessing. But I would get that otherwise because of my biological father. So, because he can't, he's saying he can't provide any information unless he has a release. They're not going to need any information because they're not going to probably contact him. They don't care. He's wanting all that SSI literally wants to know is, am I seeing a therapist? Yes. Okay. That's it. If I'm not, then why are you not? You know what I mean? So if that's what you're wondering, what they were, if I wasn't upset. I was just, it's kind of dug in my skin there for a second. I'm like, yeah. So yep. I'm also hopefully supposed to be tomorrow. I'm gonna have to message her. Supposed to be starting to do. We're gonna do some basics. She was saying for Kwan Kido, which is a Vietnamese martial art. It's Vietnamese and it has huge, very large Chinese influence. So one of my, I wanted to learn this, so I can compete using some of the forms and weapons in the future, and be able to teach those forms and weapons to my students who choose to compete. Because, in my opinion, I haven't. Me and many other kempo artists have not been judged very good at all, in open tournaments doing kempo forms, especially short, long, 3, 4, the self defense forms. Is a lot of people tend to do them way too fast when they do them in tournament, and that's awesome. That's awesome, Since Gary. Yeah, but yeah, we don't get judged very well for forms. So if I can learn some of the, I'm learning some of the higher level kaiju forms and then Kwangido forms. I'll have those in my toolbox to use to compete, or for my students to learn to compete. Those won't necessarily probably those probably won't be my curriculum. I'll probably have like maybe 1 or 2 kaiju forms in my curriculum. Of course, Kempo, short and long, 1, 2, and 3 will be my curriculum. And then the way my curriculum, hopefully after, when I have finalized after black belt, you will have options to choose what you want to further or continue your studies in to earn your rank in Kempo Ki Karate, as well as that other style. So if you want to learn more of the Kwankido and earn rank in Kwankido and continue training in Kempo, you can, or Nis or Jiu Jitsu, whatnot. It's going to be almost like a, how do I think of it? Think about it as Kempo slash Ki Karate is like high school. Get the foundations down, and then once college is there, you have all these different majors and minors. That's actually, I think, really decent analogy. You know what I mean? You may want to major in the arnis, but minor in the jiu-jitsu, or, I mean, if you're more of like a competitor or more of a self-defense person, yes, that, and I've told people many times that back when I did some of the pressure points in Kyushu Jitsu, the theory and all that is a college course in itself. It is very hard on the brain, all the theory. I don't support what George Tillman does. I don't support no touch knockouts. They're fake as crap. But Kyushu points and all that theory has been around for a long time. I mean, Okinawa Masters knew it, and a lot of it has been lost. And when people use it as a sole method of teaching self defense, as pressure point self defense, It's very dangerous to the instructor and the student. Yes, hardcore. That's how I am. And I'm right now. I'm trying to get back into physical shape, but if you've seen videos of me training, and I'll be posting plenty in the future of me, Ryan training, probably possibly me and others rolling if I ask permission to post it. Usually, most times at jiu-jitsu gyms, if you ask somebody to, if you can film you rolling in, if you can post it, they'll just say send me the link. I kick like a grizzly bear. I don't think a grizzly bear can. I don't think I've ever seen a grizzly bear kick above its own waist. Those are some meaty short legs. They don't go up very high. Um, Ryan actually kicks like, was it a flamingo? I've seen a flamingo kick and it sent its leg straight up, and it was a skinny leg, and it just knocked this bird, a small bird, off a bird feeder. It was a flamingo, I think it was one time. That reminds me of Ryan's legs, but my legs are definitely not the strength they used to. And of course, once I get my flexibility back, I'm gonna start working like flexibility crane. That's what I was thinking. Actually, I think. But he doesn't telepath. I've been telepathing. I need to work on my telepathing, my kicks a lot. Ryan's a lot better at that, but he's got more actual tournament experience than me outside of the dojo. I've only got 2 Battle Detroits out. I think he's got a couple more than that. Yeah, my kicks are strong and they're snappy. That was one of the things when I went to the Kaji school, Kaji Kembo school. I call it Kaji for short. We were doing, I think they call it their self defense series or their ABCs, and they were like, "Oh, your kicks are so snappy," because they were jumping back, scared like I was going to kick them. But I mean, training Kempo, it's all self control. So I can snap a front kick to the groin, and if you don't have a cup on, you might feel a little whiff, a blast of air from my foot, but no foot touching you. I mean, um, yeah, I built like a grill. I had those wide shoulders, broad chest, but everything's in a proportion. Everything's a lot of the weight in the stomach is gonna go down to my thighs and my butt. So that's good. It's a journey, and it's different for anyone. I have to get you into a. There's a Discord. I don't know if you use Discord on your phone, Sensei Gary. There is a he does YouTube videos. I'll show you some of his fun. He does comedy ones and actual real techniques. His channel on YouTube is called the Arizona Silverback. He's a Brazilian Jiu Jitsu guy. You would really like his videos, the funny ones and the serious ones. Yeah, his the blue belt blues, like, so you get promoted by a blue belt, and the guy got promoted by him. This was a comedy skit, and then he showed up for class even the next day, and the coach saw him. He's like, "Wait, what are you doing here? You can't be here. Go. You have to go away and come back like a year later." AKA the blue belt blues. Saying that it's not really blue belt blues. The instructors are kicking them out for a year. Joke, haha. No, they're not. But yeah. So I'll send you a link for his thing, and then you should be able to on his page, or I can send you a link and invite for the Discord if you use Discord. There's multiple different chat groups in that Discord. I don't know if you don't know what Discord is, it's definitely something worth getting into, because I think I might make one down the road for martial arts with different chat rooms for different martial arts or different topics. Just something maybe for Michigan martial artists. I don't know. I am not very tech savvy either, so luckily I was able to figure out how to get this stream up and going, and I had to click a button that it took me like 10 minutes to find, just to be able to put in all the different tags. So I was adding different tags like LGBTQ, transgender, martial arts, physical church, hoping people that maybe search for those tags, I'll pop it as live. Who knows? But yeah, yeah. Um, let me just check my phone really quick, making sure. Okay, sorry. So Blake had messaged. Okay. It is going almost an hour into this stream. Yeah, I'm a tech tart too. He messes with me about it, dude. Yeah. Yeah, we try to be good guys. Well, he him a good guy, me a good girl, but we try to be good peoples. I mean, good peoples. Try to be honest, teach practical self defense. I mean, we're always testing stuff and trying to think of like what if. I mean, how do you know if something's practical if you didn't go through as many what ifs as not just one but two people can figure out? I mean, and if we had more people, we would add their and test their what ifs. You mean? Yeah. So yeah, I think I'm gonna probably wrap this stream up soon. Anybody in the chat got anything else they want to talk about? You're not that far behind. I'd say if you're using Facebook, you're only maybe 5, 10 years behind, if that, and that's not bad. That's probably about where I'm at. Discord, I just got into Discord maybe a couple months ago, and Twitch maybe 2 months ago. Twitch is kind of like YouTube, but it's for streamers, a lot of gamers. Might go over to there one day and start doing there. Yeah, definitely. Trying to think. I appreciate that, Sensei Gary. We like you a lot too. You're awesome, dude. Sensei Ryan is, I believe he's working with JBC Brook now. He's been working with him trying to, and Ryan's been working on trying to learn the rest of Long Four and extensions. So once my finger is better, I'm gonna work with him a lot more and be his uke for his for his for his extensions and for Long Four application. So yeah, because I know he'll have to do the application probably for Seabrook. So I think he's gonna go for his third under Seabrook. Um, no hurt feelings. I mean, he wants to learn the whole curriculum. So he wants to know the extensions. I don't care to know the extensions. I don't care to know long four or long five or whatever it is, the 6 or 7, 8, whatever the knife and the Arnis one is. No hard feelings. Nope, no hard feelings at all. Did I say hard feelings? I don't know. I might have rambled. Sorry. Yeah. Uh, yeah. He's under Seabrook, and I'm under you. Um, he's helping me work with the Kaju stuff too because he's going to probably test for his Kaju after I test shortly after, probably like 6, 8 months, hopefully. But the thing is, if I'm going to be teaching Kaju also, do I teach Kaju as its own individual curriculum, or do I just teach? I mean, Kaju Kenpo instead of the Kembo. You know what I mean? I don't know. So I kind of like a lot of some of the Kaju stuff. It's one or two forms I really want to add in. But other than that, I mean, I want to be able to honor what I've learned from him. So you don't think just so? Yeah, I got to get some students. The one I had that was referred to me from my Kaju instructor. He's just had appendix surgery, I think he said. So he's not gonna be able to start training for at least another month or two. But once he can, and I think he's gonna start coming down at least once a month from Lapeer. So yeah, the Kaiju gradient I saw went good. There was 3 other black belts besides the owner of the school. So I don't know. I know at least one of them or two of them. Two of them I think were Kaiju black belts, and one of them is a Shinobu black belt. But I want to say it was like a Kaiju brown belt or something like that before. Yeah, so yeah, I'm just gonna teach whatever I mean, I know that I basically have a huge idea. I've thought about the curriculum laying in bed so much. It's just a matter of getting it on paper, teaching it, inviting students and teaching it. My church, like I said, has been willing to let me teach out of it for free. I just have to get liability insurance, and I have to work around the schedule. There is another gentleman that teaches martial arts. I don't know what type. I've heard it's more Aikido like, multiple days out of the week, and sometimes it's a weird schedule. So I have to work around him and other things that the church has going on, which I don't know. It's definitely worth it if I can at least get 2-3 days a week every week and not have to really cancel often because of church stuff. If I do that, I will do it for sure. But at this point in my life, I'm not the huge most worried about teaching. Yep, I know. I'm not too much worried about teaching. I'm worried about growing right now. Right now, I'm growing as a person. Um, trying to, everything about me is changing inside and out. Growing into Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, I really want to get my blue belt. The blue belt is something I really want to get. Really, I want to get my black belt in Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, but I want to get my blue belt at least. And I've told you this since Gary before I test for my third. And at this rate, it will be at least 2.5 years probably once I go back to Jiu Jitsu before I get my blue belt. So I might actually be testing for my third before I get my blue belt. I don't know. Only God will tell. Only time will tell. So, but for sure, the kaiju I'm testing hopefully in the spring, early summer for my black belt. Thinking about going out for a pre-eval in April. Um, yeah, and oh, Gary, I'll have to send you a picture, but I was looking and I think it was who was it in the picture again? Was it Sabora Chan, which he's over there with Doreen, I think what I say in New York, East Coast Kempo people. Um, it's funny, me and Ryan were talking about the East Coast and the West Coast Kempo masters of the day, like back in the 60s, 70s, 80s. And, once it really branched out to East Coast per se. And yes, it's definitely. You got people at Palazzo who have always been on the East Coast and stuff like that mainly. So where was it at that I sent? What was I even looking for? It was a Kempo thing, was it? I don't even know what I was looking for now on my phone, to be honest. I really don't know what I was looking for. I totally just lost my train of thought. Signed on his third, right? Yeah, so definitely I want to get really drilling into the Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. I'm hooked on it. I'm hating that build and train right now. I want to get my blue belt in that. I'm going to dive into a lot of mobility exercises. I've been looking up that one particular BJJ YouTube channel has been posting a lot of mobility exercises. So probably going to do a bunch of that type of stuff, kettlebell stuff. Try to use my flexibility. Ryan was teaching me rubber guard and mission control, which basically you're instead of having someone see if I can't do it from the chair without killing myself, you got someone up in your guard. You pull the head in down, and then you pull this up here. So you got them locked in. Now, this is just rubber guard, basically. And then I think once you add this, it's mission control, like this, kind of like you got rubber guard, and then you bring up this leg, pump it out, down in, and both, instead of being a normal triangle, both arms are through. So their arms are going to be coming through. Grab one arm and crank an arm bar. So it's called a dead orchard. You got to be flexible to do it. So I'll just get a video of me doing it and training it with Ryan to show you one day. Pretty cool. Some of the no-gi stuff. I'm definitely going to take advantage of some of the no-gi stuff that some of these flexible guys have done and created. You know what I mean? I was thinking about the 10th planet system. A lot of the stuff that's really popular or really effective that they're using, other than like the Urban Gardens. Some of these higher, like these second degrees that Eddie Bravo has, or even first degree, has created some of these some really crazy flexible submissions. So yeah, so even his students, I've there's probably more 10th planet people that have created their own submission or move or sweep or pass than any other type of jiu-jitsu lineage. Those guys are creators, they're innovators, always looking for loopholes, or not loopholes. Well, I guess you get loopholes or a gap or an opening, you could say. They're really good, really tight with their game. Even just rolling with Ryan and Noki, I can see. I mean, yeah, I am gonna go try no gi class one day with Ryan. I told him I would do that. Go to the school for an actual class and trial and everything. And he did say there's a girl named Layla that usually does rolls with the girls or trains with the girls for any girls that go in there for their first class. So at least I'll have a female to train with there. I just gotta get some spats and some fight shorts, so I don't have a little bump showing through my spats. I mean, most guys have to wear the spats and shorts. I mean, to cover up the junk. But I think wife is probably home, so I am gonna end the stream. Thank you, Small Crab, my little buddy. Thank you, Sensei Gary. And I know you're not on anymore, but thank you, Ryan and Arcane, for joining in earlier. I will talk to you all later, and hopefully, maybe this will be a weekly thing, a live stream. Who knows? We'll see. Have a good night, and God bless.